Good evening. I am John Haldeman, the principal of Donegal High School. And on behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff of the Donegal School District, I would like to welcome you to the 71st Annual Commencement Exercise for Donegal High School. At this time, I would ask that you please stand and honor America as Donegal Senior Chorus member Delaney Whitman sings our national anthem, accompanied by Trevor Engel on the violin. Gentlemen, would you please remove your caps? Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh my God, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh my God.
Great job, Delaney and Trevor. Please be seated. We will begin this evening's program with a series of student presentations. It is now my pleasure to present to you the president of the class of 2025, Aomiokan Aiken Renwoy. Ao will be attending Temple University, majoring in computer science. We can all hear you coming, Ao. Ladies and gentlemen, Aomiokan Aiken Renwoy.
Welcome, gentlemen, ladies, to the class of 2025 Donegal graduates. Congratulations on making it here. We are here to celebrate the smartest, most talented, most amazing class of graduates yet. We have so many incredible athletes, scholars, actors, artists, and so much more here at Donegal. I am definitely biased, as I could talk about our track athletes all day. But we also have band kids that constantly excel at every competition. Apparently, the next Cooper flag is going to Bloomsburg. We also have geniuses attending schools that cost more than my house, and so many other students going in countless directions. But so many memories were created here at Donegal High School. I remember sitting in the auditorium and Mr. Haldeman talking to our class about how he's never seen a class with so many referrals. So we've always been known to go above and beyond. But I also remember meeting new people, making new friends, laughing, and just forming connections in general. Firstly, I'd like to start with a little something I wrote. I didn't know I was a poem kind of guy until I stumbled into an AP Lit class just for the food. It ended up making the class cry. So you might want to grab a tissue box. The passionate babble of a baby, long time forgotten. Now decisions, questions, with many maybes. A star soon plotting. However, we stand, newly born, constantly adapting new forms. What now? More struggle, more choices. Is this the norm? So many emotions, yet so torn. A home known since I was born, now alone, cold, unfamiliar dorms. Can I reach where the stars are? Walking blindly, the lights seem so far. Another trial, another test. Age creeps like a storm in the west. But nevertheless, a new journey begins. The sounds of a child, like a new bird in a bird's nest. Once I was you, now I wish you the best. Graduation. As a kid, I remember getting picked up from school. I was sitting in my mom's car, windows down, just beat everyone in my school in a race, and immediately got to my head. Being a kid, you feel invincible. You can be anything, do anything, and even if you lose, you get participation trophies. So did you really lose? Everything was just sunshine and rainbows. Well, however, the worst mistake we make as kids is saying, I can't wait to grow up. My mom said one thing that day that stuck with me. She said, you know you're not going to be a kid forever. Life moves way faster than you think. At that time, I thought nothing of it because I was like 7 years old, and I had at least 11 years before I had to worry about anything. Then we had COVID. Who didn't love sleeping in, playing video games, or listening to Mr. Darkey on Microsoft Teams yell at the class for the third time that week? Growing up is strange because it happens without us realizing it. Playing video games with your friends, sitting in your childhood bedroom. It's crazy because I never really noticed how fast we grew up. One day we were learning our ABCs. The next, we were writing essays about why the Iliad is important. Shout out, Mr. Mormon. But we are here. Graduation is a special time for all, a moment that if you're not going to remember, your parents will surely. Honestly, you should be proud of yourselves because many people don't make it this far. Life is hard, and challenges and situations are going to test you. And as much as we would want everything to go according to our way, that will not always be the case. In high school, there were many firsts. First time driving, first boyfriend or girlfriend, first time hitting a curb. Though some of you guys did that multiple times. But we also have the first football game, the first friend group, the first prom. You have one life, and as much as you loved or hated your high school experience, you have precious moments that you will never, ever forget. You laughed with the people sitting next to you at one point. You cried with them. And now you're graduating with them and going your separate ways. Now we're supposed to be the new adults. Mistakes are made, and we can't turn back time to redo our mistakes or our regrets as much as we physically want to, because the clock only goes one way, and that's forward. The next chapter we are moving on to is the start of our future. And yes, we might be alone, and we might not have all the answers. We might get stuck, or we might even cry over a lost love. However, life keeps on going with or without you. Even though we are the new adults, we really are just kids trying our best in the world. All these moments will be stories one day, and all our pictures will be old photos we show to our kids. Soon we're going to be like our parents, talking about, in my day, we used to go to school, walk 50 miles in a tornado and a blizzard, all before 7:50. You are here now, so live in the present. Enjoy these moments. Life is too short to hold on to hatred or think about your future all the time. You have so much to look forward to, so be someone your 7-year-old self can be proud of. Applaud yourselves because your life is just starting. Class of 2025. I look forward to seeing the heights you all reach. Congratulations.
Thank you, AO. At this time, I would ask our senior chorus to go to the risers so they can present our senior song, Fly Away Home, words and music by Pink Zebra. The chorus is directed by Mrs. Bethany Zoik. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the members of the senior chorus of the class of 2025. Thank you. I would now like to present to you this evening's student speakers. Our first student speaker is the valedictorian of the class of 2025, Mia Seidel. I am pleased to announce that Mia will be attending the University of Pennsylvania. Mia plans on majoring in psychology and philosophy with a minor in German. Ladies and gentlemen, Mia Seidel. Good luck.
Good evening, everyone. To begin, I want to let you all know that I tried really hard not to write a cliche graduation speech. And next, I want to say I'm sorry. You can ask all of my close friends, but I've been stressing over writing this way more than I should have. Eventually, after trying to think of an original idea, I came to the conclusion that this sappy, hopeful, semi-motivational graduation speech stereotype was created because that's what we need. At the end of the day, we're all just young adults in a rapidly changing job market, political atmosphere, and world. I don't know if I can speak for everyone, but I'm a bit scared to take on these new responsibilities that are a part of becoming an adult. And so a sentimental and hopeful speech is kind of what we need to send us off on our adventures after high school. So instead of continuing to stress about writing an original, awe-inspiring speech, I decided to pick out my favorite graduation speech cliches and tried to add some original wisdom to them, or at least as much original wisdom as a high school senior can have. For my first cliche, I would love to start with some special thanks. No matter the audience, whether it's the Oscars, a presidential inauguration, or a high school graduation, the speakers love to list all of the people we just have to thank. With that being said, I'll be doing the exact same thing, so I love to thank my family, especially my parents, for listening to all my after-school rants, and my brother for challenging me to go above what I thought were my limits. Thank you to my friends for getting me out of the house more often than I would have by myself these past 4 years. Thank you to my teachers, advisors, and directors for encouraging me and challenging me to grow into the person I am today. And thank you to John Coleman and his tech crew, especially Liam for muting and unmuting this very microphone. I'll forever be grateful to you all. This ritual of sharing thanks at the beginning of every speech comes with the desire to appreciate those that have built us up after all these years. There are so many people in our lives that we forget to thank because we don't realize how the jobs they've done have shaped us. Like the custodians who clean up late into the night after every event occupying the commons or the auditorium or the gym. Thank you for your work, but also for teaching us to care for our surroundings. Like the cafeteria workers who prepare our lunches every day and smile as we enter our 7-digit pins. Thank you for feeding us, but also thank you for teaching us about patience and that food brings communities together. Like the teachers, advisors, and coaches who encouraged and inspired us all to cross this finish line and graduate. Thank you for teaching us to be persistent, brave, and curious. It's these people that teach us to serve our community even if no one is watching. It's these people that teach us to be kind to others no matter the indifference. It's these people that teach us to be patient with one another as we step into our own journeys. So as all of these people, and I'm sure many others, teach us these momentous life lessons, I strongly encourage you all to send those people in your life a text or an email or a letter if you're into that old-fashioned stuff, or meet up with them just on the basis of sincerely thanking them. Okay, I think we've spent enough time on the thanks part of the speech. On to my second cliche, a movie quote. This is a quote I hope some of you have heard before. It's from the Dead Poets Society. If you haven't watched it yet, please do, but be warned, the ending is very sad. The quote is from the English teacher, Mr. Keating, in which he says to his entirely uninspired, falling asleep from boredom classroom of students, "We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race. And the human race is filled with passion. And medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for." This quote isn't to say that I think we should all be reading more poetry, although I do enjoy a good poetry analysis from time to time, but to say that even if you are pursuing something noble, always remember to incorporate these passions that keep your humanity alive. Whether it really is art or a sport or simply getting together with friends and family that brings you joy and warmth and a sense of satisfaction at the end of the day, keep doing it. Never let what you are so passionate about now dull or fade into the background. It's passion that keeps us getting out of bed every morning. Follow the passion that makes you lose all track of time while doing it. Follow the passion that you could talk about for hours to anyone willing or not willing to listen. Follow the passion that always seems to flood your mind whenever we have a second away from our busy lives. These are the passions that make us feel alive. So dedicate your time to those passions to keep yourself satisfied with life. Now, I know I said most people likely don't want to read more poetry and definitely don't want to analyze a few lines from a poem, but my third cliche is about our journey after high school, and it always comes from the same poem, The Road Not Taken. I'd like to think many of you already know this poem. It's the one with the two roads diverging in a yellow wood by the classic American poet Robert Frost. Don't worry, I won't bore you with the entire poem, but I'd just like to read my 3 favorite, less quoted lines. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Well, in this poem, the speaker describes 2 roads, the first, which seems straightforward and well-worn for many travelers, and the second, which is slightly less traveled, more windy, and the one that the speaker eventually picks. In between his initial reaction of disappointment that he can't travel both roads and his final decision to choose the less traveled, presumably more risky road, he recognizes in those 3 lines that taking one way will often lead to many others, and he will inevitably miss out on the adventures of the other paths. The same is true for high school graduates. While this contemplation of picking one path over another feels very final to the speaker, he still manages to pick one and believes that choosing the path he did made all the difference. While some may think that it worked out for the speaker because he chose the right path, I believe it worked out for him because he actually made a choice. I think the real choice was between staying where he was or pushing forward in some direction. To simplify a bit and add my 4th cliche, live life without regrets. Go confidently in some direction, and you will find opportunities that work for you. While I don't know everyone in this class individually, I believe every person has an avenue for greatness. As humans, we have the authority to take charge of our lives and live passionately, confidently, and faithfully. Decide to not regret any choices in life. Instead, only reflect on past decisions to choose better as your path becomes more defined. Live as if there is nothing stopping you from achieving the great things we are all allowed to accomplish. Whew, that was a lot. And I think it's time to wrap this thing up. I saved the best cliche for last. I'll be quoting some cheesy song lyrics. I'd also like to mention that these lyrics are a lot less heavy than the cliches before, and I don't really have much additional wisdom to add to them because I think Mr. Worldwide has said it well enough. Every day above ground is a great day, so thank the people you love the most and enjoy the things that make you feel alive. Remember that. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Mia, and congratulations. Our second student speaker this evening is Salutatorian of the class of 2025, Catherine Fernald. I'm pleased to announce that Catherine will be attending Cedarville University. She has yet to declare her major, but she will be continuing her athletic career and be running for the Yellow Jackets cross country and track teams. Ladies and gentlemen, Catherine Fernald.
Good evening, friends, families, and faithful supporters of all of the students graduating tonight. It is my honor to be up here and have this opportunity to speak. First of all, I want to say congratulations to the class of 2025. We have finally made it to our high school graduation, and that is not any simple task in itself. It is the result of years of commitment to learning and working towards an education that you will carry with you into the next chapter of your life. The process could not have been done, though, without the faithful team of teachers, administrators, and parents who have poured in their time and energy along the way. Parents, thank you for driving us to and from school and sports practices, pushing us to actually do our homework, and speaking words of encouragement to help us stay committed to our education. Thank you, teachers and administrators. Only your dedication to your job allows the students at Donegal to thrive in their education and graduate with the preparation to commit to any path they choose. And lastly, I want to thank God for allowing me to be up here tonight and being with me every step of the way throughout the past many years. None of this would be possible without him. Class of 2025, I want you to picture yourself hiking up the mountains of life. Look back at all the steep and difficult, as well as enjoyable and fun, sections of the mountain trails you have climbed. We, along with our faithful team of supporters, have already come so far, but in order to continue the journey that will only grow more strenuous from here, there are 3 words we should focus on. They are hungry, smart, and humble, a philosophy created by author Patrick Lencioni on how to be an ideal team player in life. Just to be clear, when I say hungry, I'm not referring to the mad rush of us when we were in the junior high, racing to the lunchroom as fast as possible on Chicken Bowl Day. I'm more referring to the motivation behind wanting and needing something that ends up driving how we work for and achieve it. Hunger, in the philosophical sense, is the drive that keeps you focused on the task at hand. It's what keeps you awake late into the night to finish that assignment that may or may not have been put off till the last minute. It's what makes you take a deep breath and go back for one more rep in the weight room, even though your body is exhausted and ready to be done. In sports, hunger is vital because a team that doesn't want to improve is not a team at all. In the workforce, hunger is vital because a company that doesn't want to improve cost efficiency, employee camaraderie, and product consistency will likely fail. A hunger for success, a hunger for improvement, and a hunger to be consistent with the process will help you climb extremely high towards the goals you want to accomplish in life. Hunger is only one part of the process, though. Smart, specifically being people smart, is necessary to stay committed to life's processes, as communication and interaction with others is vital when traveling the trails of life. No one can move through life all by themselves. This is very evident as I just recently finished thanking the extensive team of people who have helped us through the first 18 years of our lives. Being people smart sometimes just means knowing how to communicate well with others. We've all been in situations where there's not enough communication. Like when the players on the basketball court are all attempting but miserably failing to run a play together. Or when musicians are practicing a piece of music and no one knows what measure the conductor started at. Teams of people have to communicate well to perform well. Communication involves listening too, and so daydreaming in class when the teacher's giving directions usually does not turn out well, although I've been there too. You must take more time focusing on what others have to say and less time focusing on what you want to say. Teams thrive when each person cares about interacting and communicating well. Communication is not a new idea. It's just something that could always use extra focus and intentionality. So in all that you do, be a sincere listener for those around you, being diligent to connect with and understand them for the benefit of the team. The third characteristic of a team player I save for last, because in my opinion, it is the most important virtue when it comes to staying committed to the process. Humility, the mindset and action of thinking of others above yourself, is the foundation on which lasting and faithful relationships are built. Sometimes when people think of being humble, they might think of how to not be the person on the soccer field bragging about their hat trick, or the person in class bragging about their 100% on a test. However, I want to challenge you to take humility a step farther. Instead of working to not act prideful, you should work to seek out the interests of others and focus on how you can impact others for the best. Humility requires action, not a quiet silence. It's a call to pour into the lives of your teammates in life. As we graduate from high school, this could look like spending hours at a summer camp mentoring kids a lot younger than you. This could mean being a cheerful worker at your job, no matter how slowly the clock seems to be ticking. Humility can take countless forms. What matters is that you are focused more on others and less on yourself. If you commit your hike up the mountain to be for the benefit of others, you can count on the fact that the climb will be difficult and demand sacrifice. But you can more importantly be confident in the fact that it will be one of the most rewarding things you will ever do as you strive towards the peak. Now, after explaining Patrick Lencioni's beliefs about what makes a good team player, I would like to tie each of the characteristics together: hungry, smart, and humble, with a word I've already mentioned multiple times tonight: commitment. Imagine your hike up the mountain again. Being hungry, smart, and humble are key factors to move you up the mountain to your ultimate goal, the incredible view on the top. Your hunger is the motivation to climb. Your people skills will help you contribute to your team as you hike, and your humility is the reason why you stop to pull others along with you. However, if you are not committed to being hungry, committed to being smart, or committed to being humble, the hike will be a rough trip to the top if you even make it there. It is so important to be committed to the process because good results arise from the desire to do well in all that you work at. Being hungry, smart, and humble are just simple characteristics to keep in mind as you strive towards any goal. Whether your goal is to enter the medical field, skilled trades, or armed forces, start a job, attend a gap year program, or do anything else, it is important to be dedicated to your goal with the mindset to work hard at it to the best of your ability. Staying committed is challenging when life's many struggles come up. However, remaining steadfast on the path and working through the process, no matter how hard it gets, is the perfect environment for the growth of endurance. And a more challenging process makes the view at the top that much more worthwhile when the climb is complete. Wherever you go and whatever you do, stay committed to the process, knowing that the results will come if you commit to be humble, hungry, and smart the entire way up. Best wishes, class of 2025, and congratulations.
Thank you, Catherine, and congratulations. It is now my pleasure to announce several academic awards. Our first award this evening is the Mount Joy Lions Club Valedictorian Award. This award is presented to the highest ranking student in the class in scholarship. The recipient of this award is Mia Seidel. Our next award is the Marietta Charitable Trust Salutatorian Award. This award is presented to the student second highest in scholastic rank. The recipient of this award is Catherine Fernald. The next award recognizes a student enrolled in a program at the Lancaster County Career and Technology Centers. The Mount Joy Lions Club Career and Technology Valedictorian Award is presented to the graduating Donegal senior who ranks first scholastically at the Career and Technology Centers and has exhibited qualities of leadership and service. The recipient of this award is Kayla Ellinger. Kayla will be attending Delaware Valley University in the fall and will be majoring in agricultural education. Congratulations, Kayla. The last award they have the honor of announcing this evening is the Madeline G. McDaniel Memorial Award. This award is given in honor and memory of Madeline McDaniel, who was the grandmother of Morgan and Abigail Lay. Morgan and Abigail graduated third and fourth, respectively, in the Donegal High School class of 1994. The award is presented to the senior who has the third highest grade point average in the graduating class. The recipient of this award is Connor Irving. Connor's future plans are to attend Penn State University, Schreier's Honors College, and College of Agricultural Sciences, and major in wildlife and fisheries science. Congratulations, Connor. At this time, I would like to recognize Alice Trong and Hebe Chang. Hebe, could you please come to the stage? Unfortunately, Alice couldn't join us this evening. Alice and Hebe spent this past school year with us as exchange students. Both of these fine young ladies joined our Donegal family this past August. Alice is from Vietnam and was hosted by the Klein family, and Hebe is from Taiwan and was hosted by the Miller family. Hebe, on behalf of Senator Lloyd Smucker, we would like to present you with a flag of the United States, which was flown over the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. Mr. Keel, Mr. Overlander, school board members, faculty members, parents, relatives, and honored guests, at this time, it is my pleasure to present to you the class of 2025. Before I formally address the class of 2025, I'd like to take a moment to recognize several important groups who have played a vital role in the making this night and this year so special. First, to our incredible DHS faculty and the staff across the Donegal School District. Thank you for your dedication, your guidance, and countless ways you've taught, mentored, and inspired this graduating class. Next, a heartfelt thank you to Mrs. Larissa Shaver, Mrs. Gracie Schad, and all of our office staff. Your hard work and attention to detail in organizing every aspect of graduation have not gone unnoticed. I truly appreciate you. To our high school administrative team, assistant principals Mrs. Heather Hairhauger, Mrs. Nicole Roberts, and the Director of Athletics and Extracurriculars, Mr. Frank Hawkins, thank you for your leadership, your teamwork, and your unwavering support throughout this school year. A special thank you goes out to Mrs. Michelle Daggett, our senior class advisor, for your tireless efforts in planning and supporting every senior class event. Your dedication to our students has made a lasting impact. We're also incredibly grateful to our Donegal School District maintenance and custodial teams who worked hard behind the scenes to prepare the facilities for tonight's celebration. And thank you too to Mr. John Coleman and his tech crew for reducing tonight's ceremony and making it run smoothly, hopefully. Lastly, but certainly not least, to the parents and guardians of our graduating seniors. Thank you for your partnership, your encouragement, and support you've shown to Donegal High School throughout your child's journey. We couldn't have done it without you. Seniors, can you please stand and join me in a round of applause for those I had just mentioned? Thank you. All right, guys, now it's my time to talk to you. At each graduation ceremony, I have the honor of sharing a few words of wisdom with the graduating class as they prepare to leave Donegal High School and begin the next chapter of their lives. And of course, this year is no different. Each year, I spend time reflecting in the months leading up to this moment, thinking carefully about what I'm going to say during our final time together as a class. So tonight, I want to talk to you about three things: friendship, the most important decision you're going to make in your life, and the last hours of your life. Now, trust me, there is a theme here, okay? So stick with me. After spending 4 years getting to know you, okay, as individuals and as a class, I've come to admire just how relational your class is. You truly care about each other, and you've built meaningful connections. So tonight, I want to reflect on the relationships you've formed here at Donegal, the ones you'll form after high school, and how those relationships will shape the rest of your life. Until now, your parents and family have largely decided where you would grow up and who you would grow up with. It wasn't your choice to take root in Maytown, Marietta, or Mount Joy, but thankfully for us, your families made that decision. And for most of you, the past 13 years have been spent building relationships with the very people sitting around you tonight. But you didn't do that alone. Your parents, teachers, community helped guide you. We modeled the relationship skills that help people connect, skills like communication, cooperation, conflict resolution, and empathy. And throughout your 4 years at DHS, you've shown that you've been paying attention. Now, I'm not saying you've mastered this, but honestly, most adults, including myself, are still working on them, but you've made a strong start. As you move on, whether to college, the military, or the workforce, you'll begin to choose your own communities. You'll decide where you want to plant your roots and who to build friendships with. It will be up to you. That's exciting and maybe a little scary, but I think you're ready. Now, if your senior bios in a yearbook are anything like those of the past, many of you wrote your future plans are to find that special someone and live a happy life. That brings me to your second point, the most important decision you will make in life. Whom you choose to spend your life with is hands down the most important decision you'll ever make. It's not about your job. It's not about your friend group. It's about that one person who will walk beside you through life. The right partner will make that good times even better and will be your anchor through the storms. One of my most favorite clips from the movie Juno is where her dad is giving his daughter some simple, profound advice. And it goes like this: find someone who loves you for exactly who you are. Good mood, bad mood, ugly, pretty, handsome, what have you. The right person will think the sun shines out of your butt. That's the kind of love that's worth waiting for and worth working for. Because yes, relationships take work. As the comedian Chris Rock once said, there's no such thing as equity in a relationship. You're both here to serve. It's like being in a band. Sometimes you get to sing the lead, and sometimes, well, you have to play the tambourine. And if you're playing the tambourine, you need to play it right and with a smile. No one wants to see a grumpy tambourine player. Now, on to my third and final point, the last days of your life. You might be wondering, how does this fit in? Well, just stay with me. I saw a video on Instagram of a man named, me and my Instagram, a man named Pastor Rick. No, I don't know who Pastor Rick is either, but what he said stuck with me. He talked about what people ask in their final moments. He said, when people are dying and they know their time is short, they don't ask for things, trophies, achievements. They want the people they love. Eventually, we all figure it out. It's all about relationships. My hope is that you don't wait until the end to figure that out. Start now. And my hope is that we've given you a strong enough foundation to do just that. Class of 2025, congratulations on reaching this incredible milestone. As you move forward, may you build relationships that fill your life with purpose and joy. And remember, I love you, and you will always be a member of our tribe. Thank you for being you. Mr. Keel, I would like to present to you the members of the Donegal High School Class of 2025 as candidates for graduation.
Good evening, students, families, faculty, and staff, and honored guests. Tonight, we are celebrating the achievements, the growth, and the journey of the class of 2025. Graduates, this is your moment, and it's certainly well earned. You've navigated a time of incredible change. You've grown not only as students, but as citizens of a complex world. And as you step into the next chapter, whatever that chapter may be, there are two traits I urge you to carry with you wherever you go: empathy and character. So let's start with empathy. Empathy is so much more than being kind. It's the ability to truly understand and value the feelings, perspectives, and experiences of others. In your time here, we've seen you show empathy in your support for classmates, and how you've served your community and the way you've stood up for those whose voices weren't always heard. In a world that often seems divided, empathy can be a revolutionary act. It brings people together. It creates understanding where there was once judgment. And it reminds us all that behind every opinion, every disagreement, and every difference is a human being. I encourage you to always seek to understand before being understood. Now let's talk about character. Character is like integrity. It's what you do when no one is watching. It's how you treat others when there's nothing to gain for you. It's the values you live by when the path gets hard. And believe me, there will be times where it's hard. Your personal attributes will open doors, but your character will determine what you do once you walk through it. The world will measure you by many things: success, titles, income, but the truest measure will always be how you treat others, how you show up in difficult moments, and how you make people feel. Lead with honesty, stand for what's right, and always, always choose to be someone others can trust and respect. Empathy and character together will shape not just your future, but the future of every community you touch. They will guide your decisions, deepen your relationships, and anchor you when the world feels uncertain. Finally, graduates, as you venture out into the world, remember that Donegal will always be there when you need it. Whether you grew up in Mountjoy, Marietta, or Maytown, the Donegal community that has supported you, the friends and family who have cheered you on, and the familiar places that hold your memories, they will always be part of your foundation. No matter where life takes you, you can always find comfort and strength in the roots you have here. But the best part, and truly the best part, is this: when you need a smile, a laugh, or a hug, we will be here. This world is yours to explore, but whenever you are ready to come home, we will be here. Of the billions of people that have lived on this planet, only a few are able to say they're graduates of Donegal High School. You are special, you are unique, and you are us. So go forward, class of 2025, but always know, always keep in the back of your mind, whenever you would like to return home, we'll be waiting for you with open arms to welcome home our sons and daughters. Class of 2025, as you move forward, carry with you the lessons you have learned, the friendships you have made, and the values that have shaped you. Know that you have the power to make a positive impact in the world, and that your hometown is very, very proud of you. Embrace the future with confidence, lead with empathy, and never forget where you come from. We are proud of the scholars that you've become, but we're even more proud about the people you are becoming. Congratulations, class of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, by the power vested in me as a commissioned officer of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby declare before all persons assembled here tonight that these members of the Donegal High School class of 2025 have met or exceeded all requirements established by the Pennsylvania Department of Education and the Board of School Directors of the Donegal School District to become recipients of a high school diploma. It is with great pride that I state the class of 2025 is ready to graduate. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce the President of the Board of School Directors for Donegal School District, Mr. Oliver Overlander.
Good evening. My name is Oliver Overlander, and I'm a graduate of Donegal, one of those billions of people that Mr. Keel just said, I'm one of the lucky ones that's a graduate of Donegal from 1990. On behalf of the Donegal School Board, I'd like to congratulate the class of 2025 on reaching this great achievement. Being a graduate of Donegal High School is a special thing. The board would also like to thank the graduates' families and parents and extended families for working with Donegal and our administrative team and staff through the challenges that you faced during your years at Donegal, including going through COVID and our ever-changing educational environment in Pennsylvania. The school board would also like to acknowledge your teachers and staff who helped you reach this goal in your educational journey. And I would just like to ask the graduates if you could just stand and turn around, and the faculty that is here, if you could just honor them by giving them a round of applause. Thank you. I told Mr. Haldeman I was going to try to be brief, but as a lawyer, I get paid to talk for a living, so you might be here for a little bit, Mr. Haldeman. No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to give the graduates a few words. I think your class president said it very well. I'm not going to try to say his name because I know I'll butcher that. But as you leave Donegal this evening for one last time, just remember where you've been. Remember your journey. It's a special place. It's a special community. As a graduate in 1990, when I graduated from what's now the junior high, the old high school, I never thought one day that I would come back to this area, decide to raise a family here, work here, coach here, and now get back to my community on the school board. I went to college, went to law school away from here, had a chance to come back when I was a young lawyer, and we started a Pittsburgh office for my firm, and they said you could be the #2 attorney in our Pittsburgh office and help build it from the ground up. It's around 2004, 2005, and I had some tough decisions to make. Luckily, like Mr. Haldeman said, I had that life partner who we sat down, we talked about it, and we decided, this was home. This was home not just because I graduated from here, because we had roots in the community, we had young children, and just got a special vibe from the schools, from the community, and we decided to make this home. Now as a parent, I can say that I've had 3 graduates walk across this stage, and Donegal has been a special place for them because it built a foundation for them, not just academically, but who they are as people and individuals. All 3 of my children went on to college, and now it's a special thing because you go away, but they all want to come home. They all come home. I don't know if it's just because we have a good washer and dryer, or if it's because we always have food, or for my 2 sons, I know it's always because we have, I have a pizza drawer with money hidden in my office, and that pizza drawer just always seems to still lose that $20 I put in there, even though they already have their own credit cards and own money. But my point is, graduates, Donegal is a special place. Look to your left, look to your right, and just remember, these are your friends for life, and one day they may be that person you decide to make that journey with, decide to continue your life with. All 3 of my children are in relationships with Donegal graduates, and again, I think it's very special because they all have roots in the community and they all want to come back and all want to get back to their community. As you leave Donegal this one last time this evening, I just want you to remember that you always have a place to come back to, and once you are a Donegal Indian, you're always going to be a Donegal Indian. So no matter what you do in life, where you go, just remember, Donegal's thankful to have you, and you're always a part of Donegal. Congratulations.
Well, we finally got to this moment. At this time, we are going to announce the graduates for the Donegal High School class of 2025. Yeah, go ahead. Announcing the graduates will be our class president, Ao. You want me to try to say your last name again? All right. Akin, I am so sorry, Akin Renwoy, okay, and Isabella Messina, our student class council president. Would you please come to the stage? Now, I'm please going to ask that you hold your applause until all graduates' names are read to ensure that each family and their students have the opportunity to hear the graduates' names read aloud. There's your list. And there's your list. That's okay. When she says your name, you can just go. Okay?
Mia Mackenzie Seidel. Catherine Ray Fernald. Ayo Makun Rehoboth Akinrenwoy. Maria Gabriela Guerrero. Uriel Jason Alkenberg. Kevin Alamanza. Isaiah Arnold. Alexis Faye Artman. Sarah Ann Ashley. Ramin Asif. Jasmine Isabel Ament. Devin Patrick Bailey. Tristan Joseph Bear. Khalil Elijah Bantam. Cadell Regis Barber. Felicity May Bartow. Allie Marie Beamsturfer. Regan Elise Bechtold. Tyler Jackson Bechtold. Jordan Edward Beatty. Chase Landon Bender. Mallory Bailey Berkheimer. Hayden Michael Byers. Chase William Blankenmeyer. Caleb Michael Bollinger. Alicia Boswell. Braden Andrew Bradford. Julia Paige Brixius. Joshua Vaughn Brown. Micah Levi Brighton. Micah's diploma will be presented by his mother, Janet Love. Milana Rose Bucks.
Emmanuel Burgos. Christian Benjamin Sia. Yuchen Chang. Jeremiah James Classe. Justin Edward Coco. Dakota Ray Cochran. That's on me. Jasleen Nari Colin Rodriguez. Leland Charles Condred. Thomas Stephen Cook. Aiden Burnett Cortez. Adrian Nicole Cox. Macaulay Miles Kramer. Matthew Derek Kreider. Cecily Kim Cruz. Jennifer Julissa Karuchich. Ryan Kenneth Daly. Kathy Dam. Shay Lynn De Jesus. Cameron Orion Del Rossi. Sean Matthew DeBello. Emma Rose Dietrich. Olivia Janine Donnan. Evan Cole Dono. Andrew Michael Dunn. Caden Leah Eichler. Kayla Rose Ellinger. Trevor Allen Engel. Connor Thomas Irving.
Denzel Justice Fisher. Trevor Lowell Fisher. Alberto Feria. Sawyer Michael Floyd. Stephen Manuel Fontanez Jr. Timothy Lee Forey. Blaine Michael Freed. Bailey Catherine Friel. Nikita Galkin. Cameron James Gamby. Lahari Gandler. Allison Marie Gantz. Josiah Allen Gantz. Sergio Carlos Garcia. Rosalia Garcia Velasquez. Ricardo Anthony Gardner. Riley Elizabeth Geary. Chase Matthew Gers. Jocelyn Shea Gibbs. Jaden Alexander Gashuki. Hannah Maria Jerome. Ryan Terry Hawkins Glassman. Kalia Faith Gonzalez. Caleb Angel Gonzalez.
Kimberly Naomi Gonzalez. Jordan Angel Graham Holland. Kaylee Elizabeth Grimm. Ryan Michael Guerreri. Sadie Jade Hakkinen. Graham Boyd Harris. Renard Paul Harris, Jr. Relic Charles Hendricks. Jason Aaron Henry. Kylie May Hess. Catherine Julia Hines. Lauren Erica Heppensteel. Chloe Elizabeth Hipsky. Aiden Matthew Ho. Chloe Madison Huggentugler. Addison Brim Hauk. Haley Christy Huber. Landon Andrew Hughes. Nicole Maria Huncher. Austin Caleb Hunt. Derek Edward Irwin. Adora Serene Jackson. Robert Alexander Johns. Lily Anna Johnston.
Ainsley Pearl Jones. Aspen Page Jones. Elijah Michael Jones. Latrell Dante Jones. Sydney Alexandra Jones. Eric D'Angelo Kennegene. Emily Grace Keck. Brooklyn Tyler Keene Madsen. Harper Ann Kitchen. Logan Decker Kleindienst. Jared Chung Ming Kong. Cohen David Kreider. Aiden Cole Kreidler. Kerrigan Madison Kreiner. Caden Gallo Leaf. Ava Simone Lefevre. Haley Grace Leibfried. Vivia Rain Lanker. Dominic Lim. Casey Marie Lutz. Ronan Peng Liu. Gavin Lennon Leiter.
Jacob Ryan McGrecky. Zoe Ann McGrecky. Genesis Marietta Martinez. DeAndre Miguel McCain. Jazara Amani McCoy. Jackson Craig Meserole. Isabella Grace Messina. Salome Gaviria Metrio. Austin Alexander Miller. Ella Catherine Miller. Riley Seidler Miller. Skylar Marie Minnick. Bryce Austin Mitchell. Annabelle Marie Moose. Noah Stephen Moore. Hajar Musaid. Magiri Lee Mauer. Connor Patrick Nadu. Draven Riddick Neidig. Anna Christine Nisley. Isabella Faith Nisley. Janishla Evelyn Ortiz. Jonathan Alexander Osorio Yawk. Jace Tyler Painter. Cooper Michael Allen Palmer. Hunter Grant Pardusky. Logan E. Patrick. Kayla Grace Lynn Patterson. Andrew Richard Pavlik.
Elizabeth Grace Pennell. Nicola Elio Paolucci. Jose Luis Ramirez. Kaylee Diane Reherd. Josephina Ann Renteria. Carlos Reyes. Robert Dio Roan. Ariana Addison Rainier. Andre Rivas Naranjo. Amari Elizabeth Rivera Ali. Jonisa Rivera Fernandez. Naya Grace Azia Robertson. Adrian Mateo Rodriguez. Karina Isabel Rosario Velasquez. Clayton Oscar Ruth. Carollos Nassim Saad. Nia Shore Sadrovitz. Eric Brendan Salem. Hillary Carolina Sandoval. Natalia Joyce Santiago. Mary Hannah Schaefer. Kayla Marie Schlinkman Minucci. Julia Lillian Faith Schwab. Sarah Asim M. Shaker.
Cheyenne Sahara Shank. Ellie Marie Shank. Catherine Sophia Shep. Rachel Lee Shook. Daje Imani Simpson. Michael Sterling Sowers. Kayla Pearl Stark. Adam Thomas Stauffer. Derek Richmond Tan. Keegan Michael Tannehill. Nelson Joseph Tavares Magdalena. Victoria Lee Tuba. Lincoln James Tyson. Connor Matthew Umholtz. Daniel Stephen Vaselli. Davion Laquan Wagstaff. Rana Starr Wakefield. Mason Tyler Wallander. Nolan Jake Weaver. Gavin Wesley Wheaton. DeAndre Anthony White. Remy Berlin White. Mia Jordan Whistler. Delaney Rose Honeybone Whitman. Isabella Katerina Warner. Justin Lee Wood. Aiden Michael Zell. Cassie Ann Zimmerman. Kaylee Aaliyah Zook. Jacob Henry Zern. You're gonna just sit up here. I'll take that paper.
Seniors, can I please have you rise? Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to once again introduce our class president for the response for the class of 2025.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the class, I proudly present to you the 2025 graduates of Donegal High School.
Go join your class. Would you please stand and join the class and the chorus in the singing of the Donegal High School alma mater? Gentlemen, would you please remove your caps? At the conclusion of the alma mater, I would ask the graduates to remain standing to be dismissed. I would ask our guests to remain in their seats until all the graduates have recessed into the middle of the field and they have the opportunity to gather one last time to celebrate and throw their caps. Following the throwing of the caps, families and friends are welcome to join the graduates on the field. Ladies and gentlemen, the Donegal High School alma mater. We're going to take this opportunity. Our faculty is going to line up. So seniors, you can walk through those. Seniors, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to check and make sure you were handed the right diploma. Okay? That's a joke. Okay? Remember, your diplomas will be distributed at the home side of the concession stand. Okay? Make sure you pick those up prior to leaving. Graduates, you are dismissed.
Thank you.